Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Karen. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make, I'm going to do a stuffed chicken breast. And I'm going to use feta cheese and spinach, okay, with another like Parmesan cheese, some breadcrumbs. Okay, anyways, let's get started. You're going to need salt and pepper. We're going to need feta. I have some parm eggs, some spinach. This was frozen spinach, just so you know. But I did warm it up and strain all the liquid out of it. And I have chicken breasts, okay? Did I say breadcrumb? Hopefully I did. Okay, anyways, you're gonna take your chicken breast. Okay, this chicken breast was all put together, okay? And you had one piece of chicken breast. And what I did was I fanned it out, okay? It sort of was like this, okay? And then what you do is you take it and then you just take your knife, kind of fan it out, then you turn it and then you do the other side and then you get it flat. It kind of even as you can. And then what you do is you put this on plastic. There's plastic there. You put another piece of plastic over the top. Then you take your mallet, okay, and you hit it. Makes it bigger. What it does is it breaks all those fibers in there, and it's pretty tender. It's just a pain in the neck to do. So you get it like that, okay? Voila. Now you got a flat piece of chicken. All right. What I do at this point is to start off with. Now I only did one to show you what I did, but I did do a couple extra ones here. Okay, I always salt and pepper it. Okay, I salt and pepper it, and then I have some feta cheese. Okay, this is the first steps you do. I always start at the big end and then roll to the small end. But you know what? Whatever way you want to do it, that's fine. I have 4 chicken breasts here. It could probably feed 20 people. I'm telling you. Maybe 10. If you have side dishes. What I do is I put a little feta through here. Okay. Just like so. I have some parm. If you want to put parm in there too, you can. I do. Just a little. And got some spinach. I didn't want to. But this is chopped spinach, okay? And if you don't like spinach, you don't put it in. Put whatever you want in. You want broccoli? Put broccoli in there. I never did it, but I guess you could do it. It's whatever you like. You don't have to follow a recipe. If you like the stuff, put it in there. Okay, so once I get that in there, I take it and I roll this up. Just like so. All right. Now, I do have toothpicks there. You can take a toothpick. If you don't want to use a toothpick, you can tie it, okay? If I was gonna fry this, I'm gonna bake it. If I didn't tell you already, I would probably tie it. But that's what it's gonna look like, okay? And so I have already. Like I said, I've already done this before I went on. I'll do one more. You take your chicken. This is already all pounded out. Okay. Put my cheese in there. You don't want to like overload it because, you know, the main dish is actually the chicken. So you don't want to take away from the chicken, really. And I take a little spinach. This is really good. If you've never had it, you really need to try it, because you know what? I forgot salt and pepper it. It's all right. Who knows? Who's gonna know? Me, right? So I'm gonna salt and pepper it. I instead of using my grinder, I'm using this, my other salt and pepper, because I can wash this when I'm done. Wipe it down. You want to be real careful when you're playing with chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that baby right up. Try to keep everything in. Okay, and there you got it. Okay, there's another one. And we just take some, I take a few toothpicks out, so then, because the rest are going to have to go in the garbage if I don't use them. Which, you know, you don't want to reuse them after you touch the chicken with it. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these done, and I'll be back to show you the next step. I broke open my chicken. Okay, everybody, we're back, and we're getting done. Okay, so I have some eggs scrambled up, and I put the leftover Parmesan in there. I'm gonna put some breadcrumb down. Okay, it's probably enough. Put a little salt and pepper on there. Okay, meanwhile you have your oven started, 350, okay? And what I do now is I take my eggs, kind of try to make some room here, bring my eggs towards me. Thanks for scrambling that, Lenny. Okay, now I told you either you can do the toothpick or the tie. I ended up doing the tie because I did cut the chicken a little too thin here at one point. Okay, so we're gonna give this a little egg wash, okay? Just twirl it around a couple times, then throw it in your breadcrumb, okay? And just coat it, just like I ended up putting string on mine because I cut them just a little too thin. So when I pounded them out, they kind of separated. So I wanted to keep the chicken into a circular, you know, the pinwheel. Anyways, I put this breadcrumb on, and I sprayed this pan. So I'm gonna put it on this pan. Okay, and I'm gonna do this with all of these. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna bake this at 350. Probably about, I don't know, I'm gonna take the temperature around 25 minutes. And that's the wind. To see if they're done. Now, when they're done, now you could use, you can eat them just like this. We'll slice them up, and you can eat it like that. You can make a gravy with it if you want. You can make a cheese sauce with it. I was going to do a plain, but my sister's here, and she's debating on a cheese sauce. So we'll have to see in a few minutes. Okay, so here's another one. So what's going to happen is once we bake these, you're going to cut them in like 1/2-inch pieces, and you're going to have a ton of chicken with vegetables. Okay, so you see what I'm doing here. I am gonna leave you here, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Let me finish this. Okay guys, now we're ready to, I got it all breaded. So now we're ready to put it in. I did put parchment paper down and I sprayed it with some olive oil. Well, spray. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drizzle a little olive oil over the top, okay, of each one of these. Just like that. All right, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little paprika. I don't know, just for some color. Is it coming? Is it coming? Yeah, it is. Just a little color on it. Okay, and I'm gonna go put this in the oven. I'm gonna bake this at 375. I told you 350, but I'm gonna go 375, 25 minutes, maybe 30, okay? I'll check it after 25 minutes. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven and we'll be back in about 25 minutes, okay? Okay, I decided I'm going to put a cheese sauce over the top, okay? So I'm just gonna make a bechamel. I don't know, I can't remember if I even showed you how to do it. So anyways, you melt some butter. Now it's for every tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of flour, okay? And 1 cup of milk, all right? Kind of a little less, maybe 3/4 cup of milk. You got to do the thickness that you want, okay? And so what I'm doing is I'm melting the butter at the moment, okay? Then I'm going to get the flour. Try not to burn your butter. Okay, once you got your butter down, okay, sprinkle your flour in there. I didn't measure, but I told you what to do. It's one, and one, okay? All right. So see how that is? You let that cook in there for a couple minutes. You want to get that flour taste out. Okay, and once that is cooked for a couple minutes, then we add our cream or milk. Well, you can add cream if you want. Okay. And what I do is I start adding milk. You want to keep stirring because you don't want no lumps. I start out with a couple cups of milk, okay? And just keep whisking. Meanwhile, I put nutmeg in mine, so I take a little nutmeg, all right? Or ground nutmeg, whatever. I use the whole nutmeg and just, and you're probably only gonna put maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon in, okay? Now that's the same way you start out with your Alfredos and stuff like that. Same thing. Okay, we're just gonna get this warmed up. Once this is warm, I'm gonna add the cheese. Okay, I'm not gonna do it right now, but I just showed you the basic. So I'll come back in a couple of minutes when this gets warmed up. I'll throw the cheese in and show you what it looks like, okay? See you in a minute. Okay, ready? You ready? Oh, okay. I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper in there. A lot of people use white pepper. It don't matter to me, pepper's pepper. White pepper is just to hide that you put pepper in, so. I'm gonna put a little cheese in. I only put like 4 ounces of cheese in here, but I have the rest of this feta. I'm gonna throw that in there, okay? No one says you have to use any certain kind of cheese. Look at that, look how nice that's coming out. Nice and creamy. Now you just, like I said, you want to make it as thick as you want. This is going to be more, not real thick, it's going to be more like gravy when I get done with it. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more milk. but I'm gonna wait until his cheese melts a little bit. Now I used, I wish I would have had some mild cheddar, but I didn't. I had sharp. But, hey, you use what you got. That's all I can tell you. I'm not gonna go out and buy special. I try, you know, to use what I have. Because you can make something out of nothing. All right, now chicken's almost done. We got another 13 minutes on chicken. This is all set to go. All I have to do is wait for the chicken, and then we'll show you the finished product. So we'll see you back here in a few minutes, okay? See ya. Okay, we'll put this on the cutting board. Take that toothpick out. It might be too hot to cut, but we'll give it a whirl. Okay, and so you just wanna, ooh, that's hot. Just a second. Whoop, I do have the string. Got it. Let me see if I can cut around it. Okay, let's get that string out of there. There. It's out of there. Okay, let's finish cooking. It's so hot, you guys. I'm only doing this because it's you. Let's put it back on this plate. Just do a little bit like that. Okay. See what I mean? If one breast is gonna, I mean, it's a lot of, well, it looks like a lot. And then if you want to do that cheese sauce, you just put that cheese sauce over the top like so. Okay? As much as you want. Hold on. Then if it looks too dull, just put a little pepper, parsley over it. Look how nice that looks. Okay? Well, there's my stuffed feta chicken, breaded. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyways, if you like this recipe, give it a whirl. Okay? And if you really like it, give it a like, maybe a comment or share. And don't forget I'm on YouTube, okay? Enjoy that breaded chicken. Manja manja. This is crazy good. If it was dark meat, it'd even be better. I'm not a white meat person, but I know my sister's gonna like this. All right, thanks. See you later. See you next time. Now, toothpick? I already have one in there.
String.
I did, oh.